Welcome back to Crypto 618 channel, and in today's video we're going to cover some craziness that's going on right now. So we're going to have a look at Bitcoin, we're going to look at Ethereum and Binance. We're going to have a look at a couple of trades I've done in the last couple of days, and I'll show you how I got wrecked on those. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first one we're looking at is Bitcoin USD on the daily. As you can see, we are here. We are currently at 41717, so 41,717. We've been in this sideways action for a little while now. You can see that we're still holding above, some of these lower points. So this 39.5 is, a pretty major point here. So I suppose we're still holding on. We have broken out, but we're just meandering sideways from this. And normally, if you don't get a strong breakout from like a channel like this, it's considered sort of like a bearish thing. So even though people are hoping that it's going to go up at this stage, it doesn't look very promising. If we have a look at the volume, let's bring that volume up there. So we're getting, just not much volume really happening. It's really pretty low, as you can see what's going on here. And so there's not much really happening at the moment. Basically the market is just waiting, and they're waiting to decide which way they're going to go. Now it could either go down here. If it does go down to the downside, we are looking at least 30k. There is nothing till 30k. So if it breaks this 39.5, there's a good chance it's going to go to 30k. Let's hope it doesn't, but if it does, that's where we expect. And also alts are just going to get crushed from this. However, if it does reverse and we have some really strong days where we do get a reversal, that could be a good sign that we're moving on up to retest those previous highs here. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. If we have a quick look at Ethereum, similar situation. We still are in that downward trend. We haven't broken out of this channel. We're right smack in the middle. We are below this support level, is 3147. We're currently under it, and then the next low here is 2,646, and that was a low back on 21st September. So right in this stage here, nothing's really happening. We've got to break out to the other side and continue up before we've broken this trend, and so there's nothing new happening with Ethereum there. With Binance, this is our main downtrend here, so it's still been downtrending. We have broken out above that trend line, but now we're meandering on that trend line in a downward fashion. So we're above the 436, which we were. We tested a previous 500. Now see, this was a previous 500 back on 30 November. They retested that, went through it, and then failed at that point, and we come back down again. So at this stage, we'll be retesting lows. We could be retesting, somewhere around the 421 again. If not, it'll be retesting perhaps the 404. If it fails that, down to 317. If we attempt to break through and do break through the 500 again, we'll then be retesting up around 576. So nothing happening with Binance at the moment. So let's have a look at some of these trades that I've done just recently, I've talked about on the channel, and how badly they've went. So let's see how wrecked I got. The first one is PAL, P-A-L. So this one was called Paladin, and I got into this one. It was actually getting into the farm, and the actual farm was PAL USD. So I actually bought a position of two positions of about 150 and 150, so 300 USD I put into it at around about this point here, and directly after that, within an hour, that dropped off. Now that was fine. I was earning rewards in the first time period, and but what happened was, we'll have a look at the actual. This is a Discord here. So there was a few issues with the APY, and that was fine. And then they said they submitted for coin listings, which was coming up, which was great. Then they talked, the APY has dropped again, or we back up for the next rebase. But basically, they're basically talking promises, and also they said they were going to do a buyback after the next rebase, and that was yesterday. And with the rebase, did get the rewards. However, end up selling out at this position here, and so basically went from $300 down to $128. So lost nearly half, 128. Yeah, so nearly lost half of funds on that transaction there, and that was with claiming. So that was not fun. But and now what was interesting was essentially at that low point it did recover, and I could have had some gains there, but I didn't. I just did not feel confident in the devs after this. The other thing too I noticed, which I wasn't using PooCoin at the time, I was using Dex Screener. And they also said that the liquidity was locked. So if we have a look in their in the Discord, when they talk about the announcements, they said that they've locked the. If we have a look up here, they've got all the token addresses, the rug doc liquidity lock address, which can be found there. However, when we checked out the actual thing, what we're saying here in PooCoin, it's saying that this wallet is unlocked and is holding 91% of the liquidity. So basically, this is not a good sign. I saw this. I saw the fact that the number of users was not increasing either. So if you're not sure how you can do that, so you've got a lot of you've got the power holders. So if I click this here, it'll actually go through and tell you we're at 165 addresses. This was actually higher. So the number of holders had dropped, and also this is a very small number of holders. So yeah, I think this one's basically either going to die out or rug. They're going to pull the pin on the liquidity, and that'll be the end of that. So that's a shame, and I got into that one, but yeah, that's the way things go. So you can't. There was another one I could have got into, and I chose this, and this one died, and the other one did really well. So let's have a look at the. So that was PAL. The other one we talked about the other day was Zelda Inu. Let's have a look here. So we got no. Basically, the holdings is fine. There's no issues there. But if you have a look at the chart, ever since it got into this, I'll show you where I bought and sold. I actually haven't sold this one off yet. I'm hoping for a miracle here. So you can see my first buy around about $51 USD put in here. I thought this was a really good point. This was basically at a 618, which I talked about in the videos previously. So I got in. That was a really good price. And from there, I actually had a good opportunity to triple my money. So at any point, I could have made 3x on those positions. I chose not to, and subsequently, it sold off. I actually was confident at this point after this drop and rebuy with this strong rebuy here on this particular day. I went actually purchase more, another $49. So it was about $112 USD in there, and pretty much within a very short period of time, within a few hours after that, it started dumping all the way down, and currently is at just about 2 cents. So we actually went lower than this 5th of January position here, and at this point I've lost all confidence in the project because the number of holders was not increasing. You can actually click on Zelda holders and have a look at that. I've been tracking the holders and it hasn't been going up whatsoever. So yeah, just not happy with the way that's going. So I'll probably exit that. I could either stay in it and continue to lose it, or I might exit it and just reclaim what little funds I have left. I think I've got 50 USD. So I've lost a fair. I think I lost about 100. Yeah, probably about 112. So if I sell out now, probably lose about $50-$60 on that one as well. So yeah, basically, I would say 180 plus 50, maybe like $230 US lost this week just on these two trades. And that's a shame, but these sort of things happen. Now, it doesn't mean that these can't turn around, but I'm not interested in either of these projects. Mainly because when devs or admins are active, and if you have a look at the let's say we have a look at the in here, this is the actual Paladin. You can see, you've got your admins, and you can see how often they post and what they actually say. And anything that they actually say but don't address, or people actually ask them questions and don't answer, that's a problem. At the moment, the biggest thing was as far as I'm concerned, they didn't lock the liquidity. I can't see proof of that. And they also said that they were doing buybacks. I can't see any proof of buybacks whatsoever. So this one, I think, is just a pretty sad event. And but that's okay. We're going to have a look at a few more. There was a couple of other choices I had that got into what we're going to get into, and they've done really well. So I'll cover those, and we'll see what other opportunities are going to be. But if you like this sort of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and even hit the bell notification. That always helps. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.